Yeah, you can start, Mehjabeen.
Okay, ma'am. Good evening, young storytellers. This is storyteller Maayra Chowdhary, all the way from Guwahati, Assam. I welcome all of you here at today's wonderful platform. CWMA is back with its season 2, episode 2 of storytelling sessions. So, before I start with the session, I would like to tell you a little bit about CWMA. I would like to request the technical team to just switch on the video. Thank you. That was a really beautiful display of CWM's work, and it was really nice to see. Me being a storyteller, I would like to share my perspective. I think storytelling helps build a student's confidence because confidence is something, if it is not built at an early age, it is very difficult to build it in the later stages of life. A student needs to be confident for public speaking and various other aspects in their life. I think at this stage in which you all are presently, it is very important for you all to learn what confidence means. And I have been through this storytelling competitions, the various performances, and I'll honestly say it boosts confidence, not only in the field of literature but also in academics. I think it boosts the intellectual level of students. We have our storytelling mentor Shanaya Singh, the world's youngest storyteller. I would like to know what is your perspective about storytelling, because I have already shared my views. I would love to know what is your perspective about it. Before I hand over the virtual mic to her, I would love her to share a few words with our students.
Thank you, Mehjabeen. It is always good to listen to you. Hello, everyone. Namaste. I'm your friend, storyteller Shanaya Singh, and I'm also the storytelling mentor of creative writing modern age. The power of storytelling is the most important tool in your arsenal. If done well and done correctly, the power of a great story can have a massive effect on the audience and define you as an influencer. It can inspire and live in and create instant rappers. It can move an audience to action and it can change lives. Now, I will tell you the importance of storytelling for human life. Storytelling gives us a voice. It provides insight into other cultures and religions. Storytelling promotes empathy. Storytelling strengthens our mind. Thank you.
That was really wonderful to hear from you, Shanaya. So now we would like to start our event, not wasting any more time. So now rest of the show will be continued by our storytelling mentor, Shanaya Singh. Shanaya, I would like to hand over the virtual mic to you. Please continue.
So, hello friends, I welcome you all to season 2, episode 2. And our first participant is Saanvi Daga. Are you there, Saanvi? I repeat, Saanvi Daga, are you there? If not, we will move on with our next participant, who is Saksham Sharma. Saksham, are you there? Saksham, are you there? So, Saanvi and Saksham, we'll get back to you soon. So, our third participant is Priyam Sethia. Are you there? Shivangi Agarwal, are you there?
Tanaya, I'm here.
Okay, Saksham, so we'll listen to you.
Okay. Good, good, good morning, ma'am, and my dear friends. Today I will narrate a story, The Vain Stag. It was a hot summer day. A stag felt he went to a pool to drink water. By chance, he saw a reflection in the water. He looked at his horn. He felt proud of them. Then he looked at his legs. He said to himself, my legs do not match with my horns. They look very ugly. If my legs were as beautiful as my horns. Just then he heard the bark of hounds. He ran fast to save his life. He was soon out of sight. There was a big bush on the way. His horse got stuck in the bush. He tried his best to free himself, but in vain. He said, "Oh God, my beautiful horns have put me in trouble." Soon the hounds reached there, fell upon him and killed him. Thank you. The moral of the story is all that glitters is not gold.
So very well, Saksham. Now, Saksham, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Why did you choose this particular story?
I chose this particular story because I was thinking of to say an animal story.
Okay, Saksham, that's great.
Two main characters. One is a stag and one is hounds. So I chose.
So now we will move on with our next participant, who is Shivangi Agarwal. Shivangi, are you there?
Yes. Once the magical garden adventure. Once upon a time, in a small town, there lived a curious girl named Lily. One day, she discovered a mysterious garden at the end of her street. Intrigued, she stepped inside and found talking flowers, giggling butterflies, and a wise old owl named Oliver. Oliver shared a secret. The garden was enchanted, and only those with kind hearts could enter. Lily felt a warm glow in her chest. Excited, she explored the magical world, making friends with creatures big and small. However, one day the garden started losing its magic. Colors faded, and the once lively animals grew sad. Determined to help, Lily embarked on a quest to find the source of the problem. Guided by Oliver, she discovered a forgotten well at the heart of the garden. The well held a magical crystal that powered the enchantment, but it was cracked, causing the magic to wane. With teamwork and courage, Lily and her newfound friends repaired the crystal, restoring the garden vibrancy. The once sad creatures rejoiced at the garden flourished with newfound magic. As a token of gratitude, the enchanted garden gifted Lily a tiny seed. She planted it in her backyard, creating a magical connection between her world and the enchanted one. Every day, Lily and her friends shared stories, laughter, and the joy of a truly magical friendship. And so, the tale of Lily's magic garden became a cherished story in their town, inspiring kindness and wonder for generations to come. The moral of the story is that kindness and teamwork can overcome challenges and bring magic into our lives.
Shivangi, that was a wonderful story. Shivangi, who motivates you to narrate these stories?
The magical garden.
Who motivates you to narrate these stories?
Oh, my sister.
Okay, that's great. Now we will move on with our next participant, who is Alishba Farooquie. Alishba, are you there? Alishba, are you there? If not, we will move on with our next participant.
I am there.
Okay, so you may narrate your story.
Good evening, dear friends present here today. My name is Alishba Farooquie. I am going to be narrating the story, The Fast That Never Happened. Once upon a time, the monkeys living in a forest in India were very worried. They realized that they were getting fat due to overeating every day. It was becoming difficult for them to swing from one tree to another. One day, a monkey fell off a tree. A monkey fell down while hanging from a branch with a loud thud. The king of the monkeys came up with the solution. We need to lose weight. I know how we can do that. We shall fast a whole day and will eat only in the evening. Do you all agree? The monkeys did not like the plan at all. But none had the courage to disagree with the king. Finally, the Prime Minister of the monkeys said, Your Majesty, you have come up with a wonderful solution for our weight problem. But you see, by evening we will be very, very hungry. I suggest that we first go and collect all the food, so that we don't waste any time in searching for it when the fast is over. The king agreed, and two young monkeys were sent off to search for food. They came back with their arms overflowing with delicious ripe bananas. But seeing, uh, but seeing the bananas, all the monkeys became very hungry. One of the monkeys bowed to the king and suggested, Your Majesty, I think we should distribute the bananas right away. That way we can start eating the moment the fast is over, and we won't have to waste any time in distributing the bananas. The king agreed that it was indeed a very good idea, and soon the bananas were distributed amongst all monkeys. But by noon, the monkeys grew hungrier than before. One of the monkeys suggested, Your Majesty, if we peel our bananas if we peel our bananas right away, we will be able to save time when our fast ends. The king liked the idea and told the monkeys to keep their bananas peeled. A little monkey looked at his banana eagerly and asked the king, Will you keep the banana in my mouth? I promise that I will not bite it. I promise that I won't bite it or eat it till sunset. The king agreed and said, Keep the banana in your mouth, but do not eat it. Once the food was in the mouth of the monkeys, they started sa- salivating it and desperately wanted to gobble the delicious ripe bananas. They stared at each other, waiting for someone to give in to the temptation and bite into the banana. Finally, one of the monkeys said, May we please take a bite and chew it? We will not swallow it till the sun sets. The king was craving to eat too, but not wanting to set a bad example for his subjects. Thus, he readily agreed to the suggestion. Now, with the delicious chewed bananas in their mouths, all the monkeys quietly started swallowing the food. The king suddenly noticed that the prime minister was swallowing the food. He looked around and realized that everyone was swallowing the food. He was angry and wanted to scold them. So he swallowed his food and opened his mouth. Suddenly, there was a collective gasp, and the king realized that he had broken his fast too. The king felt very unhappy. To cheer up the king, the monkeys promised that they would keep the fast the next day. But the greedy monkeys were never able to fast for a day. Thank you.
Wow, Alishba, that was a wonderful story. Now, Alishba, since you have a little brother, do you both enjoy reading stories or do you narrate stories to him?
Yes, I enjoy reading stories.
Okay, that's great. Now we will move on with the next participant who is Ibrahim Farooquie. Ibrahim, are you there?
Good evening, friends. My name is Ibrahim Farooquie, and today I will say the poem, the story of Belling the Cat.
Sleep the mouse.
Once upon a time, there was a gathering of mouses who were discussing their their biggest problem, their enemy, the cat. One day, when the biggest mouse of all said that we should be having a discussion on them, the oldest mouse replied, "Yes, it is correct." So that Saturday, he told all the mouse to come for the meeting and they discussed about the enemy. The old mouse said, "All your ideas are welcome to this problem. So please start giving the answers." Each mouse had the different ideas, but the old mouse would just say it wouldn't help. So the youngest mouse said that we should all rebuild the cat with a small bell around his neck. This way, the bell will ring when he comes. All the mouse jumped with joy, but after the joyness ended, the old mouse replied, "This is not a good question. Answer." The all the mouse asked why. He said, "Who is going to bell the cat?" No one replied. Then the mouse said, "No one can go because they have no strength to go." And the moral of the story is, do not say when you cannot do the thing.
Ibrahim, are you done? Okay. So, Ibrahim, since you have an elder sister, Alishba, what type of stories do you like her to tell?
Reading moral stories and then all the other story like and the one that contain morals, comics, fact books, and all these other books.
Yes, reading and values are very important in our daily life. Now we will move on with our next participant, who is Maayra Chowdhary. Maayra, are you there?
Yes, Shana, I am there.
You may narrate your story.
Thank you, Shania. Good evening, everyone. My name is Maayra Chowdhary, and I am going to narrate a story. The story's name is The Golden Touch of Midas. Once upon a time, there was a Greek king of Midas. He was very rich and had lots of gold. He had a daughter who loved a lot. One day, Midas Midas found an angel in need of help. He helped her. In return, she agreed to grant a wish to him. Midas wished that everything he touched would turn into gold. His wish was granted. On his way home, he touched rocks and plants and they turned into gold. As he reached home, in excitement, he hugged his daughter, who turned into gold. Midas was devastated and he had learned his lesson. Upon learning his lesson, Midas asked the angel to take his wish away. So, the moral of the story is greed is not for you. Be content and satisfied to lead a happy and fulfilling life. Thank you.
Maayra, that was a wonderful story. So, can you tell me who inspires you to narrate these stories?
My mother and my sister inspire me to say the stories.
Good to know that. Now we will move on with the next contestant, who is Harshvi Agarwal. Harshvi, are you there? Harshvi Agarwal, are you there? If not, we will move on with our next participant, who is Hridika Agarwal. Are you there? Hridika Agarwal, are you there? If not, we will move on to the next participant. Prishaa Roongta, are you there? Prishaa Roongta, are you there? We will move on with our next participant who is Gaurav Singh. Gaurav, are you
Yes, Shana, I am there. Hello everyone, my name is Gaurav Singh. Now I am going to narrate a story. The story name is The Clever Horseman. A hunter trapped an rabbit in the forest. He was returning home. On his way, he met a horseman. He said, "Please give me the rabbit, and I will give you money for it." The hunter money for it. I can always go back and get another rabbit. The hunter gave the rabbit to horseman. As soon as horseman took the rabbit and rode away without giving the hunter any money, the hunter slashed him, but the horse was too fast for him. The moral of the story is, do not trust on strangers. Thank you.
Wow, Gaurav, that was a fantastic story. So, Gaurav, can you tell me how do you feel while narrating stories?
Shania, I feel narrating story very good.
Okay, so now we will move on with our next participant who is Aadvik Sharma. Aadvik?
What?
Aadvik, are you there?
Yes. Yes,
may
I'm there. Yes.
You may narrate it.
Hello everyone. My name is Advik Sharma. Today I will narrate a story. The story name is The Stupid White Crow. Once there was a white crow for whom having to go out and hunt insects was just a great deal of effort. He was very fond of his comfort. One day he saw that a lioness had kept the parrot in a cage. As her pet, he saw that the parrot was well fed. He thought of attracting the lioness attention so that the lioness might keep him too as her pet. He went in search of colorful feathers and stuck them in between his black feathers. The cubs of the lioness saw this unusual crow and asked their mother to keep it as pet. The crow got easily caught by the lioness and started living with the lion and his family. Soon he started growing weak as he got only grains to eat like other birds fed. Days later, the white crow managed to escape from the cage and, and returned to home. He was ashamed and embarrassed about his deeds and determined to live freely and hunt for himself. So the moral of the story is, don't be greedy.
Wow, Advik, that was a super fantastic story. So, Advik, who encourages you to tell these?
I love animals, so that's why I have said this story.
Okay, but who has encouraged you?
My mother.
Okay, so now we will move on with our next participant, who is Adya Rameka. Adya, are you there? If not, we will move on with the next participant, who is Vidushi Verma. Vidushi, are you there?
Yes. Okay.
You may narrate.
Today I'm going to narrate a story, The Play. Rahul was to take part in a play for the annual function of the school. All the participants were very One second, wait. Yes. Okay. The play. Rahul was to take part in a play for the annual function of the school. All the participants were very excited for the play. They were working day and night to make it successful. Unfortunately, when only 3 days were left, Rahul fell ill. All the participants, organizers, and the teachers were tense as Rahul was to play the main role. Rahul also was trying his best to recover from the fever as soon as possible. On the day of the annual function, Rahul was still having 102-degree fever, but he somehow managed and performed in the play. All the teachers praised him. The moral of the story is adversities always present opportunities for introspection.
Wow, Vidushi, that was a wonderful story. So can you tell me what was your favorite character in the story?
The favorite character from the story is Rahul.
Okay, that's great. Now we'll move on with the next participant, who is Aaradhya Agarwal. Aaradhya, are you there?
Yes, she is there. I'm calling her. Today I'm going to recite a story named Having Best Friend. One day, two best friends were walking on the desert. They argued on an ugly topic. The best friend slapped the other best friend. The best friend who was slapped wrote on the sand, "Today my best friend slapped me." One day they saw an oasis and started to bathing. The best friend who was slapped started drowning. The other best friend came to his rescue and saved him. So he wrote it on the stone, "Today my best friend saved me." So the other best friend asked, "When I slapped you, you wrote it on the sand. But when I saved you, you wrote it on the stone. Why?" So the other best friend replied, "When you slapped me, I wrote it on the sand because we should never remember bad things. And when you saved me, I wrote it on the stone because we should always remember good things." So the moral of the story is we should always remember good things, not the bad things. Thank you.
Wow, Aradhya, that was a wonderful story. So, Aradhya, who inspires you to narrate these stories?
My mother inspired me to narrate this story.
Okay, and who's your favorite author?
My favorite author is J.K. Rowling.
Oh, okay. So, our next participant is Aaradhya Verma. Aaradhya, are you there?
Yes, she is. Speech of the leader. A leader was giving a speech. It was so long that the audience started hooting. At first, the leader didn't care the hooting, but soon the crowd complained him to
stepped down. William returned to his office. He scolded his security, who told you to write such a long speech. Sir, actually the speech was short, but mistakenly I gave you all the 4 copies of it. Okay.
Are you done with your story?
Yes, I am done with my story.
Aradhya, what?
Vidu, Vidu, please. One second.
Okay.
We should always use our mind.
Yes, you are correct. We should always use our mind and think fun. So, our next participant is Purvi Keshan.
Shania,
Yes, I am there.
excuse me, Shania. I didn't get a chance to narrate my story. I was after Maayra.
Okay, I'll just call you next after Purvi.
Okay, thank you.
Story. Hello? Hello?
Yes,
Purvi, you may narrate yours. Yes. Beauty and Breath. Arish Merchant had lost everything at sea and was now quite poor. He had 3 lovely daughters, but the elder 2 were quite spoiled and always wanted the finest clothes and food in the world. Now they could not have them anymore, and they were angry with their fathers because of this Bill, who was youngest and also the prettiest of the 3, loved her father dearly and did not care much for comfort and finery. She only wanted her father and her family to be happy. One day, the man got news that one of sheep that had been lost at sea and finally made it back to the port. He decided to go and see the ship, and this captain it was possible that the ship had came back with enough gold that we could sell and start his business again. When he was leaving for the port, he asked his daughter what they want when he returned. I want to Christmas dress to skill and grace, the elder said. I want to finally string of pearls from the Indian Ocean. The second daughter said, I want a rose, Papa. Then Billy had not wanting when to make her father work extra hard. When the man arrived at the port, he was told that his ship had been noted at sea by printers that they had taken all the court for it. He was run. He could break for his journey back
to his home, much less for the dress and jewelry that his daughter wants. On his way back to the town in which he had to pass through at a thick forest. It was quite late in the evening when he reached the forest. He thought about turning back and returning the next morning, but decided it was better to just ride through that night and reach in the morning. So dark that it made no difference whether he opened or shut his eyes. Then suddenly he heard loudly thunder claps and he started raining. The man was cold, well could see anything that and had no idea which way to go. One minute, Shamaya. She was too late. She found in his room lying on the floor dead. Everything in the room was destroyed, slashed and broken by pests in his arranged sadness. Bell put his head in her lap and started crying. I will come back, I will come back. She kept saying. Her tears slid down her cheek and onto the breast head, and something strange happened. The breast began to shrink. His fear disappeared, and his trunk and breast became much smaller, transferred into a longer princess about the same age as Bella. Then he opened his eyes. He was overjoyed to see Bella again and to be a man again. He told Bella about an accident and that a witch had put on him, turning him into a best unity. We found someone who truly loved him. Bella was that person. Bella realized that she loved the breast of the handsome princess that was now standing in front of her. They were married in great celebration, and Bella's family came to live with them in the castle. Everyone living happily ever after. Thank you.
Wow, Purvi, that was a wonderful story. Purvi, can you tell us the name of the story?
Story is Beauty and the Beast.
Okay, Purvi. So can you tell me what was your favorite character?
My favorite character is Bella.
Okay, and can you tell me who's your favorite storyteller or author?
You.
Thank you so much, Purvi. So now we will move on with our next participant, who is Jivika Manghani. Jivika, are you there?
Yes. Good morning, everyone. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jivika Manghani. Today I am going to narrate a story. The story's name is The Reward of the Wolf. When once upon a time there was a wolf and a crane, and one day a fishbone got stuck in the wolf's throat. So he went to the crane and asked for help. I would reward you handsomely if you could help me out, the wolf said. The crane agreed, and the next moment He thrust his long neck down the wolf's throat and pulled out the fishbone. The wolf thanked the crane and began to leave. The crane shouted after him, "What about the reward that you said you were going to give it to me?" "What reward?" said the wolf. "It is not sufficient to bite your head when you inserted it in my mouth. I have spared your life. You should consider yourself happy to get a reward of."
हाँ यहाँ पे तो मुक्ता थी।
Jivika, have you completed your story?
Yes,
Okay, Jivika. So, what did you learn from this story?
we should always thank people. I learned that we should not ask
Okay, Jivika. Now I want you to ask you something else. Jivika, it's been quite some time that you've been narrating these stories on these platforms. So, Jivika, can you share your experience first?
connecting. I can't hear.
Yes. Jivika, you have been on this storytelling platform for so many times. You've narrated stories so many times. So, can you share your experience or how do you feel?
I feel really confident and happy.
Wow, Jivika, that is what I wanted from all of my friends. Now, we will move on with our next participant, who is Sara Khan. Sara, are you? Sara, are you there? If not, we will move on with our next contestant, who is Kavya Damani.
Yes. Good, good evening, my dear friends and teachers. I am Kavya Damani, and now I am going to narrate the story called Hercules and the Wagoner. Once a farmer was driving his wagon along a village road after heavy rainfall. The horse could hardly pull the wagon with the load through the mud. The horse was too tired to pull it. Finally, the wagon stopped when one of its wheels sank in the mud. The farmer got down from his seat but made no effort to get the wheel out of the mud. Instead, he just cursed his bad luck and called God Hercules to come to his aid. Hercules did appear, but he said to the farmer, "I have come because you called me, but I shall not help you unless you make some effort yourself. Do you think you can move the wagon by simply looking at it? Put your shoulders to the wheel and drive your horse to move forward." The farmer realized his mistake. He thanked Hercules and decided to try himself. He went to the wagon and inspected it thoroughly. He tried to get the wagon out of the mud. Very soon the wagon moved forwards and was out of the mud. The farmer rode it joyfully. Moral: self help is the best help.
Very good, Kavya. Now, can you please tell me what is the best part of storytelling? What do you think is the best part of storytelling?
I think the best part of the storytelling is to say it confidently and not to be shy.
Yes, and also not to be shy. Now we will move on with our next contestant, who is Priyanshi Agarwal. Priyanshi, are you there? I repeat, Priyanshi, are you?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, you may narrate your story.
The teacher and the boy. Who did it? The teacher was asking the class again and again, but she couldn't get the answer. The teacher again asked, "Who did it?" Covered some steps. She got the nothing. After some time, the head boy, collecting courage, raising his hand and conf- confessing his fault. His hesitating, he said, "Yes, ma'am, I have broke the glass, but not deliberately, and I want to note for my fault. Please pardon me." By her, by hearing this, the teacher didn't say anything. She went to the library and bought books and gave to the boy by saying, "I am giving you books as reward. Don't don't for breaking the glass but accepting your fault, and I am glad to see that my lab proud of nurturing good habits in you has worked." The moral of the story is honesty can reform the mistake. Thank you.
Wow, why Priyanshi? That was a wonderful story. So, so Priyanshi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so Priyanshi, why did you choose this story?
Because the story was about the teacher and the boy.
Okay, so now we will move on with the next participant, who is Sara Khan. Sara, I hope you're there. Sara, are you there? If not, we will move on with the next participant, who is Jigyasha Lahoty. Jigyasha?
Yes, I'm there, but my camera is not on.
It's okay.
That's okay, you may narrate your story.
Okay. The story's name is Ice Cream Man. When summer's in the city and dreads a blaze of heat, the ice cream man with his little car goes toddling down the street. Beneath his round umbrella, oh, what a joyful sight to see him fill the cones with moons of cooling brown and white, vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, or chili things to drink from bottles full of frosty fizz, green, orange, white, or pink. His cart might be a flower bed of roses and sweet peas, the way the children cluster round as thick as honeybees. Thank you. The author of the story is Rachel Field. Thank you.
Jigyasha, that was a wonderful story. So, Jigyasha, who inspired you to write this?
My sister.
Okay, So now we will move on with the next participant, who is Sara Khan. Sara, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Good evening, everyone. I am Sara Khan. I am going to narrate the story of love and ego. Once upon a time, there was an island where all the feelings lived together. One day there was a storm in the sea and the island was about to get drowned. Every feeling was scared, but love made a boat to escape. Every feeling boarded the boat. Only one feeling was left. Love got down to see who it was. It was ego. Love tried and tried, but ego wasn't moving. Meanwhile, the water was rising too. Everyone asked love to leave him and come in the boat, but love was made to love. In the end, all the feelings escaped and love died with ego on the island. The moral of the story is love dies because of ego. Shana, I am done.
Okay, Sara, that was a wonderful story. Sara, can you hear me?
Yes, I can now hear you.
So, Sara, do you think storytelling is important? And if yes, can you tell me why?
Yes, storytelling is important because while telling stories, our
Sara, I
expression.
cannot.
What?
Sara, I could not hear you, but now I can hear you clearly. You may continue.
Yes, storytelling is important because storytelling makes our expression nice, and we also our English also gets nice.
Yes, and it also increases our vocabulary. So our
Yes.
next participant is Hansika Jhanwar. Hansika, are you there?
Yes.
You may narrate your story now, Hansika.
What is wisdom? Two goats named after their colors, Blackie and Brownie, were enemies. One day, they were crossing a bridge from opposite directions. They met just in the center of the bridge. Both stood their ground facing each other on the very narrow passage which only one of them could pass at a time. Neither of them agreed to withdraw from its position. They both fought and fell down into the river and died. In a similar way, two she-goats once met each other on the same narrow bridge, but both were wise and calm. Their aim was to live peacefully, eat by sharing, and to face danger carefully. They were not egoistic and believed in peace. Both of them handled the situation in a very intelligent manner. When they met at the bridge, one of them sat down and the other crossed over it. Both reached their home safely and carefully. So the moral of the story is one should not be foolhardy and egoistic and should handle the situations very intelligent in very intelligent manner. Thank you.
Wow, Hanshika, that was a wonderful story. Just superb. So can you please tell me what's your favorite character?
My favorite character was the two she-goats.
Okay, and can you tell me?
Can you say it once?
And Hanshika, can you tell me why are the two sheep your favorite character?
Because they were because they were intelligent and wise and calm.
Yes, it is important to be wise, intelligent, and calm. Now, our next participant is Zoobia Alam. Zoobia, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
You may narrate.
The Serpent and the Eagle. Once, a serpent and an eagle were fighting against each other in a deadly conflict. A countryman who was watching this encounter rushed to help as the serpent was about to strangle the eagle. He succeeded in freeing the eagle from the serpent. In revenge, the serpent injected his poison into the drinking horn of the countryman. Therefore, the countryman went away. Feeling thirsty on the way, he filled his horn at a river and was about to drink. Suddenly, the eagle seized the poison horn from his savior's hands and flew away with it. I'm done, Shania.
Okay, Zoobia. So, can you please tell me who encouraged you to narrate stories?
My mother.
Okay, and who's your favorite author?
My favorite author is Ruskin Bond.
Okay, amazing. He's my favorite too. So, our next participant is Saanvi Daga. Saanvi, are you there?
Yes.
You may narrate your story. Janvi, are you there? If not, we will move on with the next participant, Sanskriti Jaiswal. Sanskriti, if not, we'll move on with the next participant, Mukta Daga. Mukta, are you there?
Yes, Shana. My name is Good evening, my dear friends and teachers. My name is Mukta Daga. Today I'm gonna narrate the story, The Golden Touch. Das was very greedy. He wanted more and more gold. He was not satisfied with what he had. He wished for the golden touch. He pressed it. At last, God Mercury was pleased and granted him his wish. According to it, everything the king touched would turn into gold. Midas was extremely happy. He touched his bed, it turned into a golden bed. He touched the curtains and they turned into gold. His servant brought him lunch. He touched the delicious food, it turned into gold. Then his only daughter came running to him. He touched her with great affection. She turned into a lovely gold image. On seeing that, he burst into tears. He repented and requested God Mercury to withdraw the boon. The dad was very happy and he was no longer greedy. Thank you. The moral of the story is greed do not result anything good.
Yes, Mukta, indeed, you are correct. That was a wonderful story. So, Mukta, what's the best part of storytelling?
The best part of the storytelling is that in this story, the best part is when God Mercury made him realize that greed is not the right path.
Yes. So, my dear friends, with this wonderful session, we come to an end. I hope you enjoyed, and if you want to come and narrate stories, please join us on our Facebook page and connect with. So, before ending the session, is there anybody who's left or who did not get a chance? If not, we will end the session. Thank you.
I think the curve is there, Shania is raising the hand.
Okay, ma'am, I cannot see it on my screen, that's why. So, our next participant is Karv Agarwal. Karv, you may narrate your story.
Hello friends, my name is Gaurav Agarwal. Today I am going to narrate a story named The Man with the Power. The man
Curve, please
with
switch on your
mental
video.
power. Once upon a the man with powers. Once upon a time, there was a man named Rohan. He has powers from which he can turn anything into gold or his favorite things. He touched a car and made it in a new thing. After after few days, he disappeared from his home. And when people saw the news that he is at that he is nowhere in the whole world, then they realized that he was an alien. Thank you.
Karv, that was a wonderful story. So, Karv, can you tell me what did you learn from this story?
I don't know.
Oh, it's okay. So, Karv, you have a younger brother, right?
Yes,
So, do you like to narrate stories with him?
I don't think so.
That's okay. So, with this wonderful session, we come to an end.
Yeah, and
Thank
now I would request Mehjabeen to come up for the vote of thanks. Yeah, she's there.
Yes, ma'am, surely. It was really nice to see such young tiny tots giving so much accent and fluent English because it's really wonderful to see how you all are presenting your stories. I'm sure if you continue like this, you are really going to do amazing performance in your near future. And it is really nice that you all are answering to every question that Shania has raised. That you all have excelled in your topics. It's really beautiful to see it. So I think with this, we have come to an end of this beautiful session, and I just hope to meet you next time soon. So for more updates, do visit our page on Facebook and like, share, and subscribe. And stay updated, stay tuned to get more such events to come up. Yes, ma'am. I think we've come to an end.
Yes.
Ma'am, I would like to add on a little bit more.
Yes, you can. You can.
Ma'am, I would love more children to come on this platform and become great storytellers too.
Yes, that's the real idea behind it.
Yes, ma'am. We had more children here, but I think due to some technical issues, they could not join.
Yes. This idea of yours, which Shania had dreamt, being the mentor of creative writing modern age, young storytellers are, have been flourishing. Yeah, right, Shania? We have seen them from a long time, how they have been developing as storytellers.
And ma'am,
Alishba,
I've started my
Ibrahim.
journey with you ever since I was just 6 years old.
Yes. Mehjabeen, we have seen Alishba, Ibrahim for a long time, all coming up with Shania. So finally, I just would like to thank everyone for joining Creative Writing Modern Age. Just be in touch because we come up with a lot of creative competitions also with the help of Shania. You can be connected with us. And Mehjabeen
Thank
is
you,
there
ma'am.
from Assam. So all the kids who have joined from Assam also can get connected with Mehjabeen. And Shania is there in Kolkata, our wonderful land. So you can get connected. And of course, I'm here in Mumbai. And anyone who wants to join our platform and contribute Like Shania, her dreams are to bring the storytelling live. So it has been extensively seen in several platforms where she illuminates her story skills. And I am seeing the skills are been developed by others. Mostly there are some lovely kids whom I see again and again coming to the platform of creative writing modern age. Alishba is doing lovely. And there was another one, I think Purvi. Purvi is also have come more than 2 to 3 times in our platform. Gaurav Singh also, I have seen him. Lovely to see all of you and some new kids who have joined this time. We would always want you all again and again to come up and share. And thank you so much, Mehjabeen. It was awesome. And how you did managed it.
Welcome, ma'am. And I
Yeah.
would like to be a part of it next time also, because it's really wonderful to see how kids are showcasing their talents. Like, it's really nice to see them delivering such beautiful stories, and they are also coming away with morals. It's really beautiful.
Yes, all the initiative, it has been started by Shania. She's mentoring them and being the creative writing modern age mentor. The youngest, I think it's now 2 years, 3 years in creative writing, right? Shania, is it 2 or 3 years in creative
Ma'am, it's
writing?
3 years.
3 years in creative writing modern age. So a lovely, wonderful sharing which we have with Shania. We started way back Cosmopoetica, then storytelling live, then we had storytellers platform. So many sessions we did together. And now, Mejbeen, we want you up and even other kids, if you all want to host, to come up with your wonderful ideas, share it to us. We are there in all the social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube channel, anywhere you just want. Instagram, just write Creative Writing Modern Age. And I hope to have all of you again and again. Yes, Alishba, you raised your hand. You want to say something?
Thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity of narrating stories and giving me the chance to speak my heart and mind out.
Wow, that's really great. And even I'm seeing your younger brother Ibrahim is also doing very nice. Though a little distracted here and there, but still he says it very nicely. Yes, we need to focus when we are saying stories. We need to be in the story. We need to feel ourselves like the character. Once you start feeling yourself like the character, then there is nothing more attractive than your way of telling the stories. It is lovely to listen to stories. I remember the radios. Now we have television. Earlier it was only radios, Akashwanis and all, where we just used to hear. We couldn't see. But now you're lucky. You have the AI technology to listen to stories, to see it visually, even to feel it. But I would advise us to read the books so that when you turn page after page, you will enjoy more. The Harry Potter books, you will surely enjoy them. So it's really amazing. I want more and more kids to come again and again, join our platform, and do watch us in our YouTube channels also. And I would love if you young kids could give some comments because that will develop your writing skill too. Lovely comments, praising your friends who have said some good words. This is how you develop your writing skills too, because we are into the creative writing. So I had shared the link of Facebook Live. So you just go down there and put some creative comments, for your friends, motivating them in full sentence. Shania, too, I would love you. And even if you could write some reviews, this will develop your writing skill. Start it with the reviews from our channel, our page. You can just tell how did you feel, your experience, write it down. So this will develop your writing skills. Thank you so much, Shania, for coming up with wonderful ideas and bringing
Coming up
all the
with
lovely
more,
kids.
ma'am, I'm coming up with more better ideas for 2024 too, ma'am.
Yes, thank you so much. And Maayra, today you were amazing. You
And
want to
New
say
Year,
something?
new series session.
Yeah, Myra. Yes.
I wanted to say that thank you, ma'am. Actually, I wanted to say that telling stories with our friends is more fun than telling stories alone or reading it.
Yes, that's true. You need, when you have your friends and same partners along with you, when you read your books, read it out with your friends, hearing it for you, that becomes more interesting. Yes, yes, very true, Myra. And you said it very nicely. You're very expressive
Myra,
in your way.
Myra, I'm looking forward to see you again.
Yes, yes,
Thank
yeah.
you, Shana. Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks to all of you, all the lovely, wonderful kids, all your lovely smiles. I really enjoyed listening backstage. Sometimes I should be backstage. So I
Yes,
want more
ma'am.
and more kids to come up in the front. Thanks once again, Mehjabeen, in spite of your studies. You took out time to host it. Do influence the other kids from Assam and Guwahati, your friends, to join the
Surely,
platform
ma'am.
so that we
Surely.
will have some more, culmination of kids across the country. Thank you
Thank you.
so
Okay.
Yeah, Jivika, you want to say something before we end
Yes,
up?
ma'am. Ma'am, I
Yes, Jivika.
really loved telling these stories, and thank you, ma'am, for giving us
Yes, thank you.
these
Thank you.
opportunities.
Thank you, Jivika. You were also very nice.
Thank you,
Only
ma'am.
try to focus and feel the character which you are saying. Then storytelling becomes fun. It's real fun to listen to stories. We can keep on listening to a lot of story. And we already have in our platform because Shania had invited all her friends. It's an amazing platform. Thank you, Shania, once again for inviting all the lovely kids. We hope that your friends will also
A
invite
pleasure,
their
ma'am.
friends. All of your friends, bring them together and let's all share it together. Thank you. Yes, Ibrahim wants to say something. Yeah, Ibrahim. Ibrahim, come near to the mic. We can't hear you, Ibrahim.
Form of storytelling because it was really fun listening to stories which we none of us have even heard, like some give morals and some don't, but the stories are amazing, and it's given me joy for the weekends.
Yes, yes. Weekends are nice with stories like this. Yes, that's right, Ibrahim. Ibrahim, you are going to be a very good storyteller in the future. Thank you so much, Ibrahim. Keep on joining us. Share your comments in our Facebook and Instagram page. I would love to see, and with your own name. So then I would understand that, yes, Ibrahim has shared something. Okay, yes. Gaurav also wants to share something. Yes, Gaurav.
Ma'am, thank you for Shania and ma'am for inviting me in this platform. We all are trying to tell our best stories.
Yes, yes, Gaurav, I've seen that. You have been trying from some time trying in this platform, and you have developed, I should tell, very brilliantly in the way of art of speaking and telling the stories, because stories will help you even in the future.
Thank you, ma'am, so much.
Thanks to all of you. Bye bye. Good night. Stay
Bye,
connected. I
Good
will
night,
read all your
everyone.
comments in our social media platforms. Bye, all of you. Good night.
bye, ma'am. Good night.
Good night. Good
Bye.
night.